vibe, slick shadow in the sand. But I see that mask slip, yeah, I know the scam. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Running from the past, tires humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. Zazu time trials, stopwatch flashing. Solving every case while the wheels keep smashing. Every second count, every mile means something. Ghosts get unmasked when the bassline's dumping. It's a late night vibe, headlights low. Fog creeping in, we don't ever move slow. Zazu on the dash, I'm racing time, no. Mystery on the map, I'm unlocking codes. Scoob got the munchie, I got the drive. We don't split up, now we survive. Haunted mansion scenes, clues come alive. Every rhyme unmasking, who's been telling lies? Tick-tock, stopwatch, I'm ghosting the track. Fred said Flory, no looking back. Zazu glowing like a neon trap. Mr. Gang, forever put it down on the map. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Learning from the past, guys coming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. From the fog to the finish, we reveal who's who. Zazu got me racing, Scooby got the crew. When the mask come off and the truth shine through, they all say, I'd have got away if not for you. Zazu time trial, Scooby in the ride. 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 Mystery machine on the line, let's slide. Roll up in the van, green paint with the flowers. Scooby got the snacks, we've been grinding for hours. Shaggy in the back, yelling zoinks when it's out. Chasing ghosts down like I'm hunting superpowers. Velma got the data, Daphne got the plan. Fred behind the wheel, that's the mystery man. Fog thick, vibe slick, shadow in the sand. But I see that mask slip, yeah, I know the scam. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Running from the past, tires humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. Zazu time trials, stopwatch flashing. Solving every case while the wheels keep smashing. Every second count, every mile means something. Ghosts get unmasked when the bassline's dumping. It's a late night vibe, headlights low. Fog creeping in, we don't ever move slow. Zazu on the dash, I'm racing time, no. Mystery on the map, I'm unlocking codes. Scoob got the munchie, I got the drive. We don't split up, now we survive. Haunted mansion scenes, clues come alive. Every rhyme unmasking, who's been telling lies? Tick-tock, stopwatch, I'm ghosting the track. Fred said Flory, no looking back. Zazu glowing like a neon trap. Mr. Gang, forever put it down on the map. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Learning from the past, guys coming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. From the fog to the finish, we reveal who's who. Zazu got me racing, Scooby got the crew. When the mask come off and the truth shine through, they all say, I'd have got away if not for you. Zazu time trial, Scooby in the ride. Zazu time trial, Scooby in the ride. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the riot. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the riot. Mystery machine on the line, let's slide. Roll up in the van, green paint with the flowers. Scooby got the snacks, we've been grinding for hours. Shaggy in the back, yelling zoinks when it's out. Chasing ghosts down like I'm hunting superpowers. Velma got the data, Daphne got the plan. Fred behind the wheel, that's the mystery man. Fog thick, vibe slick, shadow in the sand. But I see that mask slip, yeah, I know the scam. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Running from the past, tires humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. Zazu time trials, stopwatch flashing. Solving every case while the wheels keep smashing. Every second count, every mile means something. Ghosts get unmasked when the bassline's thumping. It's a late night vibe, headlights low. Fog creeping in, we don't ever move slow. Zazu on the dash, I'm racing time though. Mystery on the map, I'm unlocking codes. Scoob got the munchie, I got the drive. We don't split up, now we survive. Haunted mansion scenes, clues come alive. Every rhyme unmasking, who's been telling lies? Tick-tock, stopwatch, I'm ghosting the track. Fred said Flory, no looking back. Zazu glowing like a neon trap. Mr. Gang, forever put it down on the map. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Learning from the past, guys humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. From the fog to the finish, we reveal who's who. Zazu got me racing, Scooby got the crew. When the masks come off and the truth shine through, they all say, I'd have got away if not for you. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the riot. Yeah. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the riot. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the riot. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the riot. Mystery machine on the line, let's slide. Roll up in the van, green paint with the flowers. Scooby got the snacks, we've been grinding for hours. Shaggy in the back, yelling zoinks when it's out. Chasing ghosts down like I'm hunting superpowers. Velma got the data, Daphne got the plan. Fred behind the wheel, that's the mystery man. Fog thick, vibe slick, shadow in the sand. But I see that mask slip, yeah, I know the scam. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Running from the past, tires humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. Zazu time trials, stopwatch flashing. Solving every case while the wheels keep smashing. Every second count, every mile means something. Ghosts get unmasked when the bassline's thumping. It's a late night vibe, headlights low. Fog creeping in, we don't ever move slow. Zazu on the dash, I'm racing time though. Mystery on the map, I'm unlocking codes. Scoob got the munchie, I got the drive. We don't split up, now we survive. Haunted mansion scenes, clues come alive. Every rhyme unmasking, who's been telling lies? Tick-tock, stopwatch, I'm ghosting the track. Fred said Flory, no looking back. Zazu glowing like a neon trap. Mr. Gang, forever put it down on the map. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Learning from the past, guys humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. From the fog to the finish, we reveal who's who. Zazu got me racing, Scooby got the crew. When the masks come off and the truth shine through, they all say, I'd have got away if not for you. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the ride. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the ride. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the ride. Mystery machine on the line. Let's slide. Roll up in the van, green paint with the flowers. Scooby got the snacks, we've been grinding for hours. Shaggy in the back, yelling zoinks when it's out. Chasing ghosts down like I'm hunting superpowers. Velma got the data, Daphne got the plan. Fred behind the wheel, that's the mystery man. Fog thick, vibe slick, shadow in the sand. But I see that mask slip, yeah, I know the scam. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Running from the past, tires humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dreams. Zazu time trials, stopwatch flashing. Solving every case while the wheels keep smashing. Every second count, every mile means something. Ghosts get unmasked when the bassline's thumping. It's a late night vibe, headlights low. Fog creeping in, we don't ever move slow. Zazu on the dash, I'm racing time though. Mystery on the map, I'm unlocking codes. Scoob got the munchies, I got the drive. We don't split up, now we survive. Haunted mansion scenes, clues come alive. Every rhyme unmasking, who's been telling lies? Tick tock, stopwatch, I'm ghosting the track. Fred said Flory, no looking back. Zazu glowing like a neon trap. Mr. Gang, forever put it down on the map. Zazu time trials, ghost laps on repeat. Learning from the past, guys humming on the street. If you ain't got a clue, you can roll with the team. Scooby-Doo vibes, mystery dream. From the fog to the finish, we reveal who's who. Zazu got me racing, Scooby got the crew. When the masks come off and the truth shine through, they all say, I'd have got away if not for you. Zazu time trial. Scooby in the ride.
Welcome, you beautiful Zaz and Zoos, to the time trials, the Zazu time trials. Today we have a special guest. We have the one, the only, LAKYE.
We got the old LAKYE boy in here, dude. Everyone say what's up to LAKYE.
What up?
Oh crap, I pressed the wrong button.
I got so nervous as I went to that soundboard, to be honest.
I bet you did. I bet you did. Since we got that upgrade, we got some
soundboard is... Dude, it's unhinged. You got to be careful with that soundboard.
I know, I gotta put it away. I put it away. I got risky. We're done.
Our Zazu one is pretty good, but for this setting, for every other soundboard in this Discord is not okay. It's not okay. And how long was your guys' live stream career? Not long. it wasn't long.
Not long at all.
Not long at all.
I played the wrong soundbite. But yo, what is up? It's Wednesday. We're on the final week of the month, and that means it is time to shine. We just introduced the boy LAKYE. He is going to be the featured artist. Last month we had Trip Hazard, so super excited to be, having Mr. LAKYE on this show. We all have these long-lived ties together. I mean, even we all know Trip Hazard, so it's really cool to just have these homies that are all artists being showcased and to being able to, to bring them onto our stream. It's been an absolute fucking honor. So I'm super fucking stoked to see what LAKYE is going to be cooking up today. I've got a bunch of questions. We've got a bunch of music. It's going to be a damn good time. I can promise you that. Zoo, do we want to add anything into this before we just jump right in.
No, let's jump right in.
Transition.
You were on point. I did it right when you said it. I did it right when you said it.
Right, magic fingers, fucking get it done. I feel like for the last like 10 episodes, at least, we have not had smooth transitions. It's just been like, transition.
It's our
Panic
season
transition.
2 depictor. Transition is the last season was if you're watching now we're in the future, and this season's catchphrase
Catchphrase
is transition.
there.
Back to
We
you,
did
Tom.
back to you, Tom, for a while.
Back to
We
you,
did that
Tom.
for a hot
Back to you
minute.
too.
Back to you in the studio.
Like, all right, who's picking up next? Who's going for it?
All right,
I think we have Zoo
Yes, we
going
do.
on music first today. Is that
It's a me.
correct?
It's a
We got
me
the old
doing
Zoo
some
going.
music. We're gonna do a little question answer with LAKYE, and then we're gonna put him through the
Question
time
answer,
trial
that's
ringer
exactly
and
what
see
that's called.
how he handles the pressure.
I'm prepared, kind of, but I'm excited to try it out and see what we can do with 30 minutes.
No, it's cool to see everybody and how they handle the challenge itself, because it's not the most stressful thing in the world, but it's definitely a different way of making music, because it's not specifically thoughtful as most musicians are going to be when they're working in their DAW. Because I could spend 8 hours making four bars for sure, just like
Yeah,
perfecting
that's how
the
it is
sound.
for me too. Yeah,
And
I tried doing beforehand. I tried doing this challenge before everything started just to see like where I'm at. First time, I was stuck on a 4-bar loop, and then I was like, all right, maybe I'll try something different. And then the other time, I got pretty decent, and I was just like, I might go this route. Now I'm just like completely changing it up again. So we'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens.
It's
And
good to
it's
keep it
so
fresh, though.
it's such a different practice from what I'm used to, that our whole first season was just time trials. We did that every week, and I felt very practiced. And just this season, we do 1 week of time trial. We do a time machine, which is nothing like that. It's perfecting, like it's exactly what we're talking about, spending the entire time on like 4 bars of a concept inside of the song. So I was like, I feel very unprepared. I feel less prepared than I was when we were in season 1, but I am so excited to make music today because I fucking need it. I need it so bad right now. It's not even funny. I'm gonna get this
Put it in
time
the
started.
veins.
3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, we got
All right.
we got some questions for you while I'm
Zoo
pressing out over here.
has got his time going. So,
What am I
LAKYE,
gonna do? What am I gonna do? What are we
I
doing?
know that we all know each other
Ba-da-bum.
extremely well here.
Mhm.
So we can probably go rambling on for quite a bit. But
Oh yeah.
give us a little bit of background on LAKYE. Is this your first project? How long have you been doing it? And just explain the kind of music
Make
that
some
you make,
drums.
and explain LAKYE a little bit to us.
So LAKYE, it wasn't the first project I did. I actually, when I was about 17, 18 years old, is kind of when I discovered like electronic music. I knew stuff beforehand, but dubstep is kind of when it like took a hold of me. And I tried to go under a name Kinetic for a long time, spelled with like 2 Ks. And I DJ'd and did like shows and would like, go to friends' parties and stuff and DJ there. And I
Yeah.
started just mostly getting them into the realm of just more of like the heavier dubstep. And I was with that for a while. I kind of dropped off on it for a little bit and was kind of just more focused because I'm a dad. So, of course, as you guys know. And then like 2019, I had my friend Sean, who actually he goes by Exhale. You guys know him too.
I think he's in
He
chat.
Yeah.
I think he's here.
yeah. Oh, he
I think
actually
the- I
is.
think the
Right on.
boys
Anyways, but so he actually put me on to a show, and it was like at a little coffee shop called the like Bourgeois Pig in Casper. And he was like,
Played
"Hey, do you want to play it?" And I went and played it, and it kind of brought me back out of like a hiatus. So I like still went with
Yeah.
the name Kinetic, and then there was a goofy name I went with for a little bit before that. Like in between it was like Caltron, but it was a goofy name. I didn't like it, so I got rid of it.
Caltron, dude. Fucking.
Yeah, it was like my I want to be Excision kind of like name, but
Caltron.
what ended up happening is that I couldn't use Kinetic anymore because the name was already used, of course, and I wanted to have something unique when you go and search it, like nobody else had it. So I went and sat down and kind of thought of like what I would want to come up with, and where I came up with LAKYE is actually my first name and my middle name kind of mix and match together and blended into one. And of course, a lot of people tend to mispronounce it and say LAKYE. I mean, Taryn gives me crap about it all
I
the
think
time.
I
And still,
started by calling you
dude.
Lackey. I'm like, yo, is that Lackey, dude? Fuck. I think it naturally. And I mean, it's so subjective. We know it's LAKYE. I think it's good to kind of keep it a mystery. It adds a little bit of just something to talk about, you know? Something to talk about. Something people
Yeah,
can
and
fight over.
like the name, like I pronounce it that way just because like that's how I read it, and like also I kind of reference it a little bit off of like the skateboarding brand because I've been a skateboarder since like growing up, and that's kind of where it came from. And then what I wanted to do with the project too was have more of kind of like a ninja sort of vibe to it, of course, with a ninja star and stuff like that. Because growing up, dude, I was
Yeah.
like doing karate kicks off my couches and stuff, watching karate movies and stuff. Like I
He
loved
was
it,
the
dude.
fucking
And
ninja kid.
dude, I was bad. I was a ninja every year for Halloween when I was a little kid in school.
He's
My
like,
mom
yep,
bought
I'm
like
not picking something
everyone.
different. I just want to be my fucking ninja again.
The only time I was different was Spider-Man, and that's pretty much it. But other than that, it
I
was a
mean,
ninja every year.
he's still pretty ninja though. I mean,
Yeah, but it was kind of what I went with, and then I started coming up with kind of a concept of like a story behind it, which was the Shadow Shinobi. So that's like the name also that ties in with it, and the type of. So I started doing shows. I of course met uh, Trip Hazard Terran at the Bad Mountain show up in Casper Mountain, and then I
is
started
that where
meeting
you guys met?
Kylo. Yeah, we met. That's where we met. I
No
actually
kidding. I
like.
didn't realize that that's where you guys met. Okay. So was that the year? What year was that? Was that Taboo and Lucy, or was that the?
It was the year before it, so it's during COVID. So,
Wasn't that Taboo and
yeah,
Lucy during COVID?
no, that was 2021. That was the second year of Mad Mountain.
Oh
Because the
man,
first,
I'm lost in time. That's the only Mad Mountain I made it to. So I'm like, were you there? And I okay, I'm lost, just lost in the
yeah,
sauce.
and that's where I met like pretty much everyone, and then playing shows and like really like creating relationships with all you guys and getting to know all you guys.
Yeah.
And then of course we did the 2021 Mad Mountain. I know that's a whole story that we cannot cover how that experience went. It was good moments, bad moments, crazy moments.
It
It was
was
insane. It was insane. And
it
you
was a
remember
mad
that
fucking
too.
mountain. It was a mad fucking mountain, that's for sure.
Yeah, that
It was a ton
and
of fun
so
though. I mean, from what it
I
was
had a
so far
blast.
ago, so long ago, but yeah, no, it was fucking fun.
And so, I mean, after all that, I started just really like honing into producing and kind of seeing where I go. Of course, like one of the big songs that I kind of shot off with was Star Stomper. It was like the first
Yeah.
one, and that one was more of a like melodic song, and it was actually it's a more sentimental song. I wrote it for a buddy of mine who passed away, and it was kind of like one of those like suicide awareness style kind of things. Like I promoted the awareness of it just because that's how he lost his life, was suicide. So I wrote that song for him and like put his vocals in it and everything, and then that kind of started the path of where I wanted to go. But then of course I started going into doing heavier with like this song Jaeger, and then from there I started just writing heavy the whole time. And
And is your
I
recent release, isn't that Buck? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Buck is the most
Okay.
recent release that I have, and it's that one's more rhythm. I started getting closer into like
Yeah,
the
no,
world
that
of
shit was
rhythm.
fucking honestly, when you sent me that, I was thoroughly impressed. Like it sounds so fucking good. I don't know. That's such a dope track,
Dude,
and that's
it's so
like
much.
I said, not to get you too off track, but like I was like, hold on,
No,
hold on.
you're
His
good.
recent one just Buck. Okay, yeah. I'm like thinking of the album art in my head. The album art, the song, like everything kind of correlates to. Like that's a badass track. Absolute badass track.
I loved writing it. Rhythm has been kind of one of those things that I have a lot of fun writing, and it's just the simplicity of it. Because with like heavier stuff, it's a lot of layering and a lot of processing, and it's like
Mhm.
smashing and distorting and things like that, and trying to get it to sound just right. And I was getting to a point where I wanted to find a little bit more uniqueness in my sound, so then it would kind of stick out a little bit better rather than kind of sounding like other people, you know, because that's all we're
Yeah,
trying to do is
totally.
we're all trying to be unique in our own way. And so,
We're just all
but
trying to
like,
find a little niche.
yeah, right. And so, I mean, anymore, I'm also kind of like going into other realms. Like I've written drum and bass halftime, as well as like even doing more like just weirder, like weird tunes and stuff like that. Kind of more like the style that Taryn does and like what you guys do and things like that. Just because like I'm
Hmm.
broaden my horizon to kind of give myself more of a diverse name rather than just being like the heavy guy. I mean, I put out there saying that like I would step away from it a little bit, but not be completely disappear. Like I wouldn't disappear completely from that type of style. So I'm starting to
I
just kind of broaden the horizon a little bit more.
I think it makes sense, and I I think I agree with and pursue personally what you're talking about is being able to be diverse and have some fun with it and not let necessarily hone in on a genre. But I also want to bring up the argument of like branding. Like let's talk about Excision. Like he's got his like Excision is Excision, pretty heavy. Like he's got some stuff that goes out of bounds, and I'm just using that as a very very broad example. But like I really want to start seeing more big name artists that have such a diverse sound because I appreciate that they're able to brand around a sound. And this is speaking very subjectively and opinionated, of course, but I'd love to see that diversity on some of these bigger artists. Is like maybe they're only putting out the stuff that keeps with their brand and they write other stuff and there's a side project. But I'd like to see that main project like involve some more diversity. So
Yeah, I totally
I
agree.
think it's super cool to be able to dive into different genres and to kind of you know fuck around with the world of music a little bit. But also it is a thing to just keep with per se a certain type of music for a project. You know, it's just keeping on brand. Like you can still write this stuff and have it for personal stuff or make a side project, but sometimes like keeping the brand on point is maybe what works. I don't know. That's the $1 million question. You know, what works?
Yeah, I mean, even for like just trying to brand yourself into like I've always tried to figure out how, like how I would effectively brand myself, and I've always just seen where what I enjoy more is just kind of being that person that when I release a song, you might have expectations, but I always want to find a way to kind of throw you off a little bit and make you be
Oh,
like, oh,
absolutely.
okay, this is not something he
That's
usually
super
does.
cool.
This is cool. It kind of gives that idea of like really just saying like I'm not subjected to just one spot in the music scene. Like
Yes.
I'm capable of pushing myself to other areas and trying those things out. And I honestly I feel like I've been seeing most artists starting to kind of do that though in the scene too. If I mean I've noticed that artists that are well known for like heavier stuff or anything like that, they're starting to do weirder or more melodic, or they just completely change their game up and they're something different now. And I think it's a part of maturing as an artist. You get to a
I
point where
feel you.
like when I was doing that, I was in my 20s when I was writing stuff like that. Now I'm in my 30s and I'm not really in that type of mindset anymore. Like I still enjoy writing it, so I
Yeah. I
still
mean,
write
people
it.
change and
But
evolve over time, so it's always going to be different. It's always
yeah,
going to be different.
so
Do you
mhm.
remember like the Getter scenario, like
Dude, we
when he did
talked
the
about this the other
Visceral
day.
tour?
We talked about this the other
Oh,
day when we were
dude,
in when we were,
dude,
when you were
bro, that
we had our meeting the other day on Saturday. We talked about this exact thing. It's fucking amazing. I
oh
love
my
it.
God, dude.
That's so
That's organic as hell.
That
That's
that
organic
whole
as hell.
thing, dude, it was one of those things that honestly, like, it was comical because I know that Getter just freaked out and started, calling out Excision for not writing his own music and everything. And I mean, I have my own opinions about that situation, but of course, we won't get too far into it. And it was just more so just the entertainment of seeing these two going through that.
Yeah,
The one
yeah.
thing that stuck out the most was that cringy video that he made where he like did his voice
Oh,
change.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Get her your facts straight. And I was like, dude, no, don't do that ever again. I was like, don't do that.
That
Everyone was
shit
cringing,
was
dude.
low key makes me feel like it was just kind of like a PR stunt or something silly.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I could see it because it brings relevancy to them. It's like how the whole Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly situation, where they think that
Yeah.
that was a PR stunt just to get a name out a little bit more. But yeah, that was
You never know.
something else, dude.
That is funny. That is just funny. It's funny how I brought that up and you guys already talked about it. So let's talk about shows for a little bit. I mean, obviously, it sounds like you've essentially been playing shows since 2017, right?
Somewhat. I mean, it's. I'm trying to remember. I know my memory can be terrible sometimes. I think the first ever actual show I performed at was a park. It's called Washington Park here in Casper, and we ended
Okay.
up playing. And I was like the first one, and it was me and a buddy going back to back. But we were like a group duo, and I didn't have a name yet, so they just put on the flyer Kyle and Ken, and that was his name. And we played like a mixture of our music. And dude, even the name that he wanted to put on there, I was like, I don't want to do that. He was wanting to go under Cocoa Nuts, and I was like, no, we're not. No,
Cocoa nuts, baby. We're fucking
yeah,
throwing it down. Come through.
it was, dude. It was, yeah. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And then we ended up playing, and I was playing kind of just more of the heavier stuff, playing kind of getting hyphy. And then he would play like Moombathon, and he played that Meowski 666 song that was like basically the drop was like meows from a cat. It was weird, dude, but it was like it was the first show I ever played, so I really got to like go out there and see what it felt like to perform, and I loved it. I had a blast doing it. And then it went from that to doing Bourgeois Pig, and then it started kind of excelling up a little bit more. So I started being able to play like Mad Mountain. I played the second stage that night, and then that was there's a lot to that situation what I went through during that set. Like it was a fun set, but I had a lot I had some complications that I ran into during that set. And then playing like the Lincoln when me and you played at the hangar here in Casper when we're throwing all the
Yeah,
state
yeah,
hazardous
yeah.
shows and everything. Those were a blast. I miss those days. Those days were a lot of fun. And then I mean, South Dakota recently has been a place that I've been playing quite a bit. I've been going out there and playing like almost every year, I think except for one. Synesthesia Music Festival.
Yeah, for Synesthesia, yeah.
Yeah, which I know. I mean, we've all been playing that almost every year. And then on top of that, just little shows here and there that they throw in South Dakota. And then even now this year, I know there's one in March we're doing in Story, if I'm correct, and then another one in Cheyenne that we're playing, and it's going to be Shanghai Doom is going to be the headliner for
Oh
it.
man, that's that one. That's gonna be
Yep.
absolutely killer. So Shanghai Doom, yourself. Do you know who else is on that lineup?
I can't remember. I think it's B Virus is the first guy that's going to be probably playing, and then and then the next one's my buddy Robbie. He goes by Lost Fossil, and then it will be me, and then Niz Beats, and then Trip Hazard, and then Shanghai Doom.
Oh, fucking sick, dude. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a baller show out in Cheyenne. You guys are gonna tear that place down.
Dude, I'm super stoked about it. I can't wait. I mean, it's gonna be really cool to go back to Cheyenne because I had a lot of fun even playing at the Lincoln. I know this one ain't gonna be at the Lincoln, but I don't know. Something about Cheyenne, I have a lot of fun when I go there and perform.
Oh, dude, I remember the Lincoln shows. Those are always so much fun. I remember the Lincoln. I think. Gosh, I can't remember. I feel like I like softly debuted Reason there.
I think so. I can't remember. I know you debuted it at some point because That was once you dropped your old project.
D sharp. E.
Yeah, dude, I can't remember. I'm like literally, I'm trying to think back. I know that there was one where me and Trip Hazard back to back for a couple songs, but I don't know if that was the same. I'm tripping. I don't know, dude. Gosh, I need to look back on these things. It gives me goosebumps. Like you said, like the time frame of like the Hangar and the Lincoln and all the Stay Hazardous shows that we were throwing. That shit was just, it's fucking dreamy, dude. That was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Yeah, I miss those days, man.
I feel you. I feel you. So, I mean, like, with you playing a bunch of shows, like, this might sound weird, but do you have, like, a routine that you take on the day that you play a show? Like, do you do anything different? Do you do anything, like, to prepare for your day, for your performance?
Panic and freak out. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I feel you.
no, I mean, now since I've gotten used to it, I mean, the routine that I usually have is, I mean, big thing is at the age we're at, I stretch before I perform, so I don't end up hurting
Gotta
myself.
stretch. Gotta
And
stretch.
then, I need to get better about it, but usually having a bottle of water next to me is like the best thing that to have because and like just because like dude halfway through that set my mouth is so dry and I'm dying, so I always want to make sure I have like a bottle of water when I'm performing because I like to jump around and everything. And then
I think that's smart.
I
I think
mean
that's very smart.
another thing, I don't do it as much anymore, but when I'd get really anxious performing, I used to like actually go and meditate. Like I would actually meditate before a set. I would go and sit down, I'd put on some like Japanese Zen music or something like that, and then like just tune out for a minute and just meditate and just really like kind of relax and calm my nerves a little bit before I go up on stage and not be so worried about the audience or anything like that. But over time, I think being so used to it, it's not something I really do anymore. I think the thing that I do the most is probably stretching before a show, just because I mean,
Yeah,
there's been a lot of
absolutely.
times I've gone up on stage. That Stay Has a show we played at, I ended up bouncing around, and I'm glad that our feet were hidden because I rolled the shit out of my ankle while playing.
Ooh.
And I like
Ooh.
jumped up and my ankle just rolled like this, and I bounced back up and just pretended like nothing happened, but it was killing me after the
You
set,
seen the
dude.
video of that guy, and it looked like it was an exceptional stage and crowd that he was playing for, but he was like jumping around and he slipped and he fell over like on the table for the decks. And
Dude,
put, yeah, you seen that, right?
bro, dude, that is like that's a
Oh, game
nightmare.
over. Game over, bro. Like, oh, I don't even know.
Oh, dude,
Woo!
that's like one of those like nightmares that you wake up in a sweat as a performer. Like I've
Oh,
saw that
dude.
and I get so scared of seeing that. That video is just like it's that secondhand like fear or like secondhand embarrassment of just having to see him go through that, and he's trying to
Oh,
pick
at
it
that
up
point, you're just like,
and
man, these fucking tables just fucking moved, man.
dude, even then I've always
It's
wanted
not.
to cute like get on top of tables and like bounce around like I see artists, but I'm so nervous I'm gonna get up and just eat shit off the table or something,
Oh,
dude. I'm so scared
100%,
of
dude.
doing that.
Fuck that. I'm staying behind
Yeah.
the decks. I'm staying behind the decks.
Yeah, I just jump around and stay behind, dude. Just enjoy what you have right here. You don't gotta worry about anything else.
Honestly, it's gotten better over time, but I remember even still I do this, but like when I'm playing my original music, I'm usually playing it from front to back because I think that it personally has purpose and I'm just playing my song from front to back. So a lot of the time that I'm up there on stage, I'm just like either getting down or pretending that I'm twisting fucking knobs, dude. I'm just like
Right?
I don't want to look at anybody in the eyes, so I'm just gonna make it look like I'm super fucking busy and fucking. No, dude, I've got everything planned out. I have all of my songs ready to go, and I know exactly what I'm doing. Um, it's all just a fucking act. That's just, I'm just fucking. That's what
Dude,
it
it's
is. It makes
worse
me
when
laugh.
you're up there turning knobs and it's not that you're trying to like feel that awkwardness, that you're actually going through a panic mode and something goes wrong and you're up there like spinning your track back or something. Dude, I mean quick to like bring this up, but during the second Mad Mountain show, the table that we had those CDJs set on was rocking and the stage was really bouncy from the wood and everything. And what was happening is when I would play my songs, I would make sure everything was like in the same tempo. And when you would bounce around, the tempo knobs would move and it would
Oh
throw it
no,
off.
fucking shot.
So it got to a point where I literally just had to stand there and just like move stuff because I didn't want to like mess up transitioning or anything. And it was bad. But even then, like there's been small moments of like, my ID's not reading when I'm loading in a track and I have to like improvise something, or if it's like queued all the way at the end of the song and I'm spinning it back to try to get to the beginning, or even then, like the most recent one that I ran through it was like Terrence, he had a birthday party and we all played and I played, and we didn't realize that the crossfader was on one of the volumes, and
Yeah.
it killed our music for like a good couple minutes, and it was just quiet. But I mean, we didn't panic. We just sat there and tried to figure out, and it was the simplest thing that we didn't even realize that somebody switched it and they were using the crossfader to like DJ.
Yeah.
And I,
Yeah.
other than that, it's bringing the hyphiness back up. I mean, I know at that one show, me and you, I know you went through some shit during that one show that we
The
played.
fucking I think that was the first Hanger show. I think that
Yep.
was the first Hanger show, which I think we talked about last time. But long story short, my shit started going whack, and I want to tell it again because who was stage right at the stairs behind the curtain? It was fucking LAKYE. So I look over there, and just the fucking sight of sheer panic. And I'm fucking going like this or something, dude. He fucking turns around and just like books it for the green room to go grab Trip Hazard. These guys roll up there with him like 30 fucking seconds, if not less. And oh, dude, it's so good having a great team around you because I mean, messing up on stage is such a shitty moment, man. It's like you put all this time and effort into this fucking performance and something goes wrong. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, nobody knows what's going on, so, it kind of looks bad. So what the fuck do? You gotta laugh about it, make some jokes, and fucking keep going, dude, and, make a comeback. It's just shit you gotta laugh about. You're always gonna have issues. We're playing on software. Logically speaking, that is so fucking sketchy and unreliable. Like, we are bringing a USB and relying on software to work. Things are gonna happen. You have to figure out how to improvise. You have to figure out how to, what's the word? Cope, essentially. How to cope with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say keep it going, dude. Just keep the entertainment going.
Just keep it going, dude. Just keep it going. If you got to spit out a comedy act or beatbox, fucking send it, dude. Send it. I think that kind of perfectly ties into like, how do you handle a stage fuck up? Like, obviously it's probably changed over time, but what do you do when something unexpected happens on stage?
Honestly, now I pretend like I didn't do anything. I honestly just keep going. Because half the time people don't really pay. Like, you might know you fucked up, but in reality, like most of the time, the crowd doesn't have any idea, dude. I mean, most people, are partying, having a good time. They're not
Oh
arms
yeah.
crossed, analyzing every track you're doing. They're just having a good time. So if you have a little mess up, it's fine. A lot of people say, like, I hear a lot of friends of mine, and even myself, I say I give credit to people who do mess up because then I know that you're actually genuinely up there
It's like, dude,
trying
that
to
fucking,
perform.
he's doing it, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of artists that do like pre-recordings and things like that, and it's essential in like the big shows, but like for like stuff that you're playing at a small show, it's not needed. And when you're doing live mixing, that's where you're like, okay, this is very genuine. So for me, I don't try to really shake my head anymore because I used to shake my head and act like I'm like, God damn it, and like all you're doing is showing the crowd you messed up. They won't
And
know
I was
you
just
messed
gonna
up.
bring that up. There was throughout my entire time playing shows, all the times that I fucked up, it's because I've made it look like I fucked up physically.
Yep.
And like I'll look back on like videos or something like that, and it's like I can't even tell watching a video. It was just the fact that I shook my fucking head up there, and I'm like, jeez, oh gosh. It's like, no, like, yeah, no, it is a real thing. It is a real thing.
Yeah, that's really all I do, man. I just pretend like It was intended, and actually the biggest that advice was given to me by Prototype when performing. I don't think I asked him. Someone asked him. They're like, "What do you do when you mess up?" And he even actually came up to me. He's like, "Pretend like nothing happened." He's like, "Act like so." He's like, and sometimes act like you meant to do it, because then people are gonna not look at it like it's a mess up. People are gonna look like your intention was to do that during the show. I mean, sometimes you can't really the thing that happened during that show when I went up and played is that I went through like the loop death, where it went on death loop, and it was because the cords were unplugged and it just kept looping my song the whole time, and I didn't know what to do, so it's instinct. I'm like, put my hands up, like what do I do now? And really, he was like, pretend like nothing happened and that was meant to happen. I was like, dude, it was going on loop for like almost 5 minutes. I don't know how you pretend like nothing was going on. So
you just have to have like a really silly question to ask, like as soon as you fuck up, like, okay, so how does everybody feel about this? Just like start talking to the crowd, and then I don't know, try to fucking recover from there. Just try to figure something out. Yeah, that death loop shit is scary.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you got to look at it like live performers. Like when someone's playing guitar and they're sitting and performing, they're not going when they mess up, they just got to keep going like nothing happened. They're not going to go back and like try to fix that spot, because then all of a sudden it's just a train wreck the whole time.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
just keep going. You just got to keep moving forward. If you mess up, you mess up. I mean, there's been some shows where I had a great 1 hour, no mess ups. It was perfect. And then I've had some where I just messed up with all kinds of, like, in all different places within the hour. But then at the same time, I'll have people come up to me and be like, that was an amazing set. And I'm like, really? I didn't think it was that good, but thanks for the compliment. Like,
yeah, I appreciate it. I'll take it.
Yeah, so you just can't think about it too much. When something like that happens, just kind of give it like an oops moment and then just keep going.
There's only so much you can do to prepare. And I'll tell you right now, the things that I've personally done as a performer is I now bring 2 USBs to every set, and I plug them into both CDJs on either or side, so I have 2 copies of what I'm working with. I check the jog mode, because I have been royally screwed not understanding CDJ 2000s and 3000s in the jog modes. But there was one time where I was pushing play and pause, and it was slowly starting the song and then slowly stopping the song, because the jog was turned over to, I think, CDJ, and it was turned all the way up. And I never look at that section of the fucking deck. Going down what do you USBs, jog mode, and then like you mentioned, I always fucking check that middle crossfader, dude, because I have been fucked by that so many times. I'm like, why is there no fucking... The goddamn crossfader will absolutely kill you. This last time that I played a show, it was 2 3000s right next to each other, and the grid wasn't showing up on one.
My time is out.
Like how you should have stacked waveforms on those 3000s. I'm like, why is it working on this one but not the other one? And I had the sound guy back with troubleshooting shit, trying to figure it out. We're like almost about to give up. And then I push the touch screen and it changes modes. I'm like, fucking sick. Okay, it's got nice. All right. That totally makes sense. All right, like it. It's so hard having to adapt to industry standard equipment. I mean, we've been on the 3000s for like a couple years now, I think. But I mean, I remember beforehand I was bringing my own equipment to these fucking venues, and I was so scared to touch, industry standard, which is, either 2000s or 3000s anymore. I do not like working with 2000s. I really don't. Maybe I'm not experienced enough, but I'm just going to say it right there. I don't like working with 2000s. I know that's the OG. That's what everybody's been using.
The AUG.
I never got to use them enough to feel comfortable on them. I love the 3000s. I absolutely love them.
I like either or. I mean, I'm fine. I'm used to the 2000s, very used to them. But the 3000s, if I get them, I like the features that it provides on there. But it's just either or for me. Yeah, because like at this point, like I've played on them enough to where it's doesn't really bother me as much. But I am a lot more used to the 2000s than I am the 3000s.
Yeah. No, I never had enough time on the 2Ks. On the 2Ks.
You guys want to listen back to this shenanigans? You guys want to hear this?
Oh, are you done?
Yeah.
Has it been 30 minutes?
It's been 30 minutes.
Is it?
Damn. All right.
Spent 30 minutes.
Wow.
I did not get my vocals. I was gonna sneakily get my vocals in there. I'm like, no. I could do that to my brother. I can't do that to LAKYE.
You did the famous 2-minute vocals.
Yeah, my famous dude. Just give me one more vocal. Come on, just let me get this harmony. Okay, let me get this low harmony. Okay.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, I couldn't even think of words. I'm just like, I'm going this place over here. Yeah, I could not think of words today.
Just start mumbling random things.
That's literally me on stage. Absolutely. I'm like, I forgot the words to my own song. Yeah.
I remember this one time I watched you perform live and you forgot the words, and so you kept playing the same riff and like you were looping shit, but you started telling like a fucking story. You're like, so there was this guy down the road and he was walking, and I'm like, dude, is this a skit that he's putting on? No, this is all fucking improv because he forgot the fucking words.
No, I didn't forget
and
the words.
I didn't know,
No.
and he played it off, and I didn't know until he told me.
I know exactly. That was in Boot Hill. I remember the time you're talking about. I didn't forget the words. I planned for that to be that way. I'm like, I'm gonna improv because I improv'd it twice, so I practiced it once while I performed it. I think that version that you're talking about is actually recorded. I think I have a recording of that.
Is it really?
I fucking actually, dude, it was such a good improv. I was like, dude, I want that song to be like that, but I don't remember what I said. Not a clue what I said.
You're just over there. Devil went down to Georgia.
Dude, I was
fucking much, dude. Pretty fucking much.
It was about a dude getting lost while walking down a road. That was literally it. That was the whole concept, and it was like an 8-minute song.
It was
that's
fucking
awesome.
great. I loved it. All right, let's hear. So, do you think you kept with Caravan Palace? Do you think you got what you wanted out of this?
Well, the thing is, I am trying. I'm trying my best just to make my own drum beats through MIDI.
Trying, okay?
I'm trying to make my own drum beats through MIDI. So a lot of my time was spent doing this because it's just not something that I'm accustomed to. If I'm doing MIDI drum beats, I get like 100 different sounds, and I'm like, when we did Reasonably Someday, if you listen to that crazy slowed down part, that there's like 100 different toms that I went through of just like like, and that was all MIDI'd out of just like insane. But I love the intricacy of that. I'm usually not like, I go in and figure out how to make an actual drum beat. I like to make something that sounds chaotic and fun. So this was new for me. This was new for me. So it doesn't look like much, but I feel like I did stay true to the Caravan Palace vibe. Absolutely. It's still some Django Reinhardt electro swing. So here is whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, those little arps.
It gives me this like El Bandido kind of style in the beginning, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I
think
like
that was pretty Caravan Palace. I think that was pretty Caravan Palace.
I'm getting closer, dude. I'm getting closer. Honestly, dude, the more I've loved Caravan Palace since probably, I mean, I think we were listening to them in 2009 after their first album came out. Like, we found them very quickly after their album first came out. So I've been moderately obsessed with them since we were quite young. Like, yeah, 2009,
They give me this
2010.
they give me like the style that you wrote. There's sections that kind of give me this like Go-Go Bordello sort of like vibe to it too.
Absolutely. They're super inspired by like the gypsy jazz from the 1930s and samba, like some South American samba, and yeah, no, they have an interesting style, and they have a bunch of interviews. I mean, they use Serum, they use Massive for a lot of their sounds, but they also have a dude who helps them create their own VSTs. And inside of Ableton, like the dude in the interview, one of the main dudes of Caravan Palace, was like, I still use my 2015 Mac, and I hope that the new VSTs can run on it. That's really what I hope for. Because it's a real that's true. I mean, you got a 10-year-old Mac, man. Is it actually gonna work? Who knows? Who fucking knows? No,
It's crazy to think that my M1 is starting to get outdated.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're 6 years.
I mean, this is the first gen M1.
Is it the Max or the Ultra? It's the Max, I think, right?
I think it's the Pro.
I know I'm on. I think yours. You said you bought the Pro. I got the Max, and mine's still running pretty good. But like, the Max is supposed to be for lasting longer, and then the Pros are like prone to being to where you can upgrade and stuff like that. It just depends on how much you put money down too, as well. I mean, the only reason I got the Max was because I had a big chunk of change from selling my motorcycle and put it towards this MacBook. And so, I mean, and I told myself I can't afford to get another one of these if I need it. Like, I'm gonna need something that lasts a long time.
Love it. How much was your Mac back in 2020? That was like a $4,000, $5,000 computer, which is, I don't know if I've ever, I will build my custom PC, but I will sit there and wait for years to get the part that I want. Wait for it to drop in price. If you were to try to build a computer right now, RAM is so expensive. RAM is
it's crazy. It's got to do with all that AI stuff, dude. Is what's like ramped the price up a little bit. But even then,
first
like my laptop,
cards, now RAM.
Dude, it's wild. Because like even for me, like I'm, I love to play video games and stuff. So I have a PC set up for gaming, and knowing that like it's next to impossible to get anything to upgrade it, I'm just like, I really hope this is going to last me longer, so I don't need to be like, taking my leg off just to go and buy one.
Absolutely.
That's why I ended up getting a newer Xbox, is because my PC is running a 1660 that they stopped doing drivers for. And so I've tried some of these next gen games and they just don't run. I can do light gaming. I can do some like old school games, Valorant, CS:GO, Elden Ring, stuff like that. But these newer games, for instance, Battlefield 6,
everything's got ray tracing out
the new next gen games, like I just can't run on it. So that's why I got an Xbox. I'm like, it's the cheapest thing I can get to play these next gen games, because a PC build at this rate is going to be upwards of $2+ grand if I want something that's going to keep up for an exceptional amount of time.
And it's hard to determine. Do I want to buy a really good laptop or a really good desktop? That's always the question. I prefer a laptop. I'm always going to get a laptop first because obviously accessibility.
I've liked the laptop for traveling purposes. I like to be able to bring my laptop to the show with me, so if I do have any issues, I can plug my USB in at sound check and hopefully resolve those issues. That and like, making music on an airplane, fucking hanging out, whatever it may be. I think laptops are more versatile, but are they more reliable than a desktop? Question mark. I'm not Geek Squad. I couldn't particularly
we're gonna take a quick be right back screen. We're gonna switch some stuff around and get LAKYE set up. In the meantime, while you're waiting, there's a cool button down below if you're watching on YouTube that says subscribe. And the like button, it's a little thumbs up. So you should hit both of those, and we'll be right back. And if you hit those,
that shit.
Yeah, if you hit those really fast after we go to the be right back screen, we actually come back faster. It's pretty cool how that works.
The faster you hit those, the faster we come back.
Exactly. So if we see all, we'll be right back. Transition.
Holy cow.
So that happened, guys. That happened. Technology go burr. I'm gonna switch these screens. I meant to go to the other screen, so we're gonna transition.
Technology totally went.
Transition. All right, LAKYE, we're gonna get right into it. The timer is up. You just count me down when you're ready to go, man.
Sounds good. I think you are ready to hit it, dude. Let's see what I got.
3, 2, 1.
Hit it.
If you're just joining us, you just missed me doing the 30-minute time trial challenge of the Zazu persuasion. LAKYE is going to give it his best effort in the challenge of a lifetime. What will he do?
Let's see what I got.
Dude, the fucking air horns, they just solve every problem in the world.
And what y'all just experienced was... I'm very curious how this video is actually going to come out, because when you stop streaming from the computer, you're streaming from halfway through the stream. Does YouTube automatically clip that stream portion together, or will it be 2 separate videos? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
know. I think we're okay.
We're sure gonna find out. We sure gonna find out. I gotta figure out why that happened. I know why that happened, but I don't know what caused the I don't know what the root cause is.
Once again, computer go burr.
Computer Cooper, that's my best explanation.
Computer go burr. That's the best explanation.
So what style are you thinking about going for today, LAKYE? I know someone talking to you while you're thinking about what you're thinking about is it's the nature of this challenge. It'd be difficult.
Right. I think I'm gonna try to go for something kind of like in a more of like a halftime kind of style. I'm gonna see what I can do with that, because I've written in this style before, and it's always been kind of the quickest way that I've been able to write. So I'm going to see, and kind of giving it like more of a dark tone, hip-hop-y sort of feel to it. And we'll see what happens.
Just play around with it.
Freaking
Get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, Zoo, I do think that was probably about the closest, respectfully, to Caravan Palace that we've made it.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you've had a lot of trials at it, and they've gone good, but
it's been the drums. Finding good electro swing drums is like you're not gonna find one that matches like a Django style guitar that's just out there. I think most times people just will home make their drums or have somebody, like if I had Addy behind me, he'd just be able to fucking play. That's what I'm used to, is be like, all right, drummer, can you play this beat? And he's like, yeah.
Can you drum?
Can you drum? Can you do the thing that you are here to do? Thank you very much.
All right, if you just want to go ahead and start your
drums,
what you
please.
do, then
yeah. No, it's.
Do you have a play button?
I would say rhythm sections are where I struggle the most. Not because I don't understand what good drums, like how to blend good drums into stuff, but I just don't. I don't usually mess around with drum sounds very much, so I'm pretty ignorant to even like understand what the physical like manifestation of, like I could probably play the drums better than I could manifest looking at a screen and being like, oh yeah, the kick goes here. Like it's not tactile enough for me. It's like playing a guitar and then trying to make a guitar sound in Ableton. I'd rather play the guitar all day, all day.
It's freaking weird, honestly, because although I do feel comfortable in writing drums, one of the skills that I'm trying to adapt is writing drums on Ableton, but making them sound like a real life set of drums, not so robotic and like everything's on the grid. Like I want it to sound like an actual drum set, and that's been such a hard thing, especially with electronic music. Is like you have such a heavy side chain punching through, and your kick and snare are just fucking running through the mix. Like typically, they're driving it, and it's usually just a boom, and that's great. But I really like to be able to figure out how to make things sound coherent within a room, and how to make it sound like all one cohesive drum set. I think that's the next level that I'm trying to evolve on my drum skills.
Well, see, I need to back up with my expectations, because I'm used to a drummer where when we work on the structure, I'm focusing on what I'm doing, and the drummer, he's able to put all these intricacies in there that I'm aware of, but I also don't appreciate the nuance of like every 4 beats he's doing something different. There's a different fill in between everything. To implement that into Ableton, like through MIDI, is just like it's not just, you don't just play it. Like, I guess I could bust out my Ableton Push and I could figure out how to do that. That'd be a skill to have for sure for like a live setting.
Yeah.
But it also it feels very foreign to me, because looking at a person play a cymbal feels much. I mean, it's because it is more. I like those analog drums, dude.
It's still, the thing is like, genuinely, I think Addy could probably write drums really good. I think he could write them in MIDI. I don't think he would like it, but I think he would be able to figure it out.
The funny thing is,
because he knows the feel and the flow.
Absolutely. And the way that he's learned to play piano, phenomenal pianist at this point. But it shows how percussive a piano can be in the way that he plays it, because I mean, he comes from playing drums first. So it's very interesting. There was this. If somebody remembers this, back in like, it had to be like 2008, 2009, where Xbox 360 had a game where it was essentially a DAW. Like, I look back at the time and I'm like, dude, we were actually messing around in a DAW back in 2008, 2009, but it was just an Xbox like game. And I'm sure I think we had hundreds of just like songs on there from just fucking around, and we didn't realize we were essentially making MIDI music structurally through a game in Xbox. And it was we did not honestly realize that until years later. Like, dude, we spent hours just fucking making music before we actually played music as a band, which is it's very interesting.
I actually don't remember that. Xbox game. I just remember you
look it up.
messing on Fruity Loops.
Yeah, making my first CD.
High, probably, dude. Yeah, I remember that first CD.
And just sitting with my first soundboard in 10th grade and just thinking it was so cool that I could hear my voice echo in my ears. I'm like, yeah, for hours, dude. I was so mesmerized by the fact that I could like record. And that was the time. That was a weird transition of soundboards, because it was a digital soundboard. It had analog. It was a Tascam. It had analog features on it, though, so you could digitally record, mix, and master everything, and then you could burn the CD directly from the soundboard itself. So it was just like it was a one-stop package, and I sold like 50 CDs from my first album off that thing.
That's crazy.
The process of burning a CD on that thing took so long, and the thing with Fruity Loops, I didn't have enough money to buy Fruity Loops, so the songs I structured inside of there and put into the soundboard, I just kept those projects open indefinitely. And the way I recorded them into the soundboard was I had my shitty speaker, and I took my microphone and I recorded the sound from them into the soundboard.
No, you fucking didn't, dude.
I did. I ghetto recorded, and then I sold that CD. I still got a copy. I haven't listened to it in years. The last time I listened to it, I cringed myself out pretty hard.
Dude, you should honestly rip it and sample it.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing that. It'd be hard to listen to, I imagine. I honestly don't remember what's even on it. I remember I made an EDM song for sure. I made some sort of EDM song, and how good it is, I don't know. Not a clue. 2010 EDM.
Thing, dude. I want to hear it.
Yeah, honestly, that'd be a good thing to go through, honestly, in the future. I do have one of the CDs. I don't know if I have anything to play a CD on. Straight up.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's very weird. What?
Think about that, everyone.
Does anyone have a CD player? Like, I think I have more access to a record player than I do a CD player, though. Which is fucking wild. I guess a record's a big
VHS player in the chat.
VHS player in the chat. What was that game on Xbox 360 that was like a DAW? Easy Muse Hamster Edition. Is this hack? Yeah, dude, it was pretty. Like, honestly, for that time period too. Like, looking back at it, because you have, Oh my gosh,
Trip Hazard still has a Sony Walkman.
that's pretty. That's pretty
I
two
gotta look
thousands
this
of you,
up
man.
because
God,
I
I haven't
feel
had
not-
one of those in
It's
years.
pretty 90s of you.
Sony
What was
Walkman.
this?
Is that like the circular guy? Oh, no fucking way. The circle. Oh my god. You just took me back to a place I almost thought I forgot. Wow. I remember being on the fucking school bus with that thing. And everyone's like, oh, let me have one earbud. And you're just sitting there with the person you're sitting on with the bus. You got one earbud. Person next to you has another. Jesus.
I remember having like Jinko style jeans basically, and there was a big side pocket that I would slide my Walkman in.
Oh man.
Having like blasting like Hoobastank while I'm skateboarding.
I remember going into 7th grade. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be the coolest fucking guy in 7th grade if I set my ringtone to the Halo theme song.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Oh, dude, that's legendary.
I'm not even fucking kidding.
The thing is, dude, Halo was the revolution of online video games. That was one of the first. I remember playing on.
We played that in our Gillette basement.
Yeah, our
in
Gillette
Alberta.
basement.
We had on the original Xbox.
And
Gamer tag Your Mama's Boy.
Yeah, Your Mama's Boy. Yeah, it was Your Mama's Boy. I remember it was playing Gears of War. It was like Gears of War 2. And it was the first time I played online campaign with somebody from across the world. And we beat the entire game in one night. It was just this dude and me beating the entire game. I'm like, dude. And my TV was like 10 inch. It was a 10-inch tube TV. I'm sitting there like,
yep.
This is fucking crazy. This is so cool.
Hell yeah.
It's so cool looking back at that stuff because I'm sure we'd look at it and be like, that's some dog water graphics that you're looking like you're burning your eye sockets out.
This is amazing.
And now we look at ray tracing.
Oh my
and
God.
In 10 years, we're gonna look at Grand Theft Auto 6. Actually, never mind. Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't gonna come out in our lifetime. It will when we're dead, for sure. But when it does come out, we'll be like, those jiggle physics are crazy, man. It's insane. And then in 10 years, there'll be some new jiggle physics.
Everything's gonna be I think everything's almost gonna go VR. I don't know. Like, there's only. I always just keep thinking, like, how much further can they take it? Like, obviously they can take it a lot further, but it's gonna get wild.
He went too far. Yeah, no, I think that. So the game that I'm thinking of on Xbox was called Easy Muse Plus Hamster Edition.
Wow.
That's wild. It just looks like a DAW. Like, it looks like a straight up DAW, an early age DAW.
I just can't imagine writing music with a controller, bro.
No, you know what I can't imagine doing is Apex Twin making music literally from code in the fucking 80s and 90s. Like that's insane to me. Before there was a DAW, he's sitting there like, okay, let's just make my own. Like, now it's pretty easy because it's straightforward, but there was no fucking guidebook. He's just sitting there like, all right, I know how to bit mash. I know what it means to bit mash something. Let's literally distort this bit in my computer to get the specific sound that I'm looking for. Nobody was thinking. I'm sure there were people that he was hanging out with that were thinking that, but no, that's insane. That's fucking insane.
I've seen quite a few videos, like reels recently, of people coding music. They're like, okay,
dude,
so
live,
let's start with a
yes,
4-bar,
a live coded
drum loop.
I saw that.
And they do some code, and you just hear click, kick, 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 and then they do some more code, and there's a snare. I'm like, yo, like that.
I saw that. It's a live
cool.
coding music challenge. That sounds pretty dope. That sounds like a lot of. It sounds like good practice for coding, honestly. So
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's just fundamentals. It's not insane coding. It's just a lot of coding to do a thing that is very simply done by clicking a button. Now everything's so tactile and visual. Like, I'll open up a VST and I have a knob. That knob is essentially just a
so much
giant line of code that back processes
adjust this parameter, that parameter, do
Yeah, no, it's the
this, do
same.
that. It's just everything is being told to do one thing at once, and we get a knob, and that's what we see.
And I think that's a struggle with digital space anymore. If you haven't worked inside of the space of like live instrumentation, I feel like it's really hard to because getting Robbie and Addie even used to the latency related to, like, when I'm singing into Ableton, I can hear the latency of my voice. I can hear my voice doubled up a tiny bit, that 100 milliseconds sometimes, maybe less. Whereas like getting a bunch of people who just aren't used to this like digital aspect of a live set. There's ways to get around that. You do fiber, so you could do just like fiber optics, and everything's transmitting through. That's even crazier. Sound transmitting through light. That's just mind blowing to me. But getting people used to, like, Robbie has his pedals, and it's like an exponential amount of ability that he has with that knob. When you input that knob into a digital space, you have to code every specific pointer that you're going to in a sense of like what modulation is happening at each specific point. And with an analog pedal, it's like you essentially have infinity points on that spectrum. And to account for all those points, like it's theoretically impossible to do digitally. I mean, it's like you're not gonna. There's codes to where you can pretend infinity, but to physically code every single infinite possible, no, you're not. It's impossible.
Almost illogical. It would just take an infinite.
You'd be doing it forever. Yeah.
You'd be there.
It's like the concept of teaching people music theory too. When you're trying to be like, all right, it's in this key, and this frequency is like, well, frequency and key are relative. In between each note, there's an infinite possibility of notes in between that note as well, which are all going to be their own frequencies. It's pretty wild. How's it going over there, Kyle?
Doing good so far.
We got 13 minutes left, buddy. How you feeling?
Just a
Feeling
little bit over
good.
half. Just a wee bit over half. It's funny because I'm actually not even listening right now. I'm just going to leave it for a surprise at the end.
Meow.
Right. Wait, if you're going to do that, you know what that means?
Meow.
Meow.
Does the Sonic
Yeah.
one instead. It says, go, go, go. The time is ticking. No pressure. No pressure, Kyle. No pressure.
Not panicking, you're panicking.
Yeah, dude. What are you talking
I'm
about?
not freaking out. You're freaking out. Jesus. Zoo just gave a reminder. Everybody do some hydration.
Dude. Got some liquid IV, everybody. This is your reminder to drink water because I know you, specifically you, haven't drank a goddamn bit of water today. Yeah, I see you.
So fucking do it.
Do it.
So fucking do it.
I dare you. I dare you.
I actually, yeah. I bet. You know what? I'm not going to bet anything.
I'm calling
Just
you
do
out.
it.
Calling you guys out. Me fully knowing that
Just
this is the
do
first
it.
water I've drank, and I put liquid IV in it, and I'm not drinking just straight water. My body's like, please, just give me normal water, please.
I drank a good bit of water today, but unfortunately, the only thirst quencher I have near me is a bit of a cider.
She's ignoring my command. Don't ignore my command. I
You know what?
command you.
No, it's okay.
All right, here.
okay.
You know what that calls for? You know what that calls for? Leonosaurus Flex calls for that. What do you think about that? What do you think?
Oh,
What do you think
Damn.
about this?
those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Dang. I don't even. I give us a response. I want to know what's next. Actually, I kind of don't know.
Yeah, I think the chat's frozen. It looks like something's loading. I don't know. It's just frozen. Weird. Weird.
Oh.
Oh, so she's flexing.
She comes back with the.
I called her
she comes back with
Leonosaurus
the
Flex and
strong.
went straight to her pecs, dude. She's like, My
I'm
God.
fucking dead. My God.
My
It's Jason Bourne. That is hysterical.
How's
I must
everybody's
say.
February going? Is anyone just absolutely stressed out of their mind
It's
right
almost
now?
done. We have daylight savings in 2 weeks, and we get more light. Pretty much summer at that point.
But that means we lose an hour, brother.
What do you mean? It means we get more light. That's all I know.
It sounds like I get I get less sleep for a day. That's what that sounds like.
Just give it a week. It'll
It'll carry
just
over.
give it a week. You know, you'll kind of figure it out.
I'm aware of it. It's still gonna catch me off guard. I'm gonna be like, oh, daylight savings is tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, it's 1 in the morning. Holy shit.
Yeah, definitely like that. See, I've been to a show on the reverse side where it's the reverse daylight savings, and they actually played an extra hour. But if you get the
You were
other
saying
end
that.
of that, do you just get screwed? Yo, what's up? My name is whatever. Okay, yeah, peace. I didn't even play, but it's 12 o'clock, but now it's 1 o'clock, so, like, show's over. Fuck us. Like, peace. You know?
Yeah, I guess the method would be just not to throw a show on that day, probably. Or not to host DJs.
Because it really...
Not to host back
Some
to
of those events do depend on, like, sound restriction times as well. So, like, sound restriction laws apply during daylight savings. I know it sounds kind of silly, but that's shit. I still had another hour and then it switched on me.
Dude, I'm in a Mark Rebellier mood right now.
Do the fucking... Yeah, you gotta do the full swing, dude.
I'm not in my underwear right
Hey.
now, but I could quickly be in my underwear going,
Anytime
Yeah, like,
Zoo's...
yeah.
baby, yeah.
Anytime Zoo has stayed the night at my house, he has woke up to the alarm sound. By
Ah. Gotta get out of bed, bitch. Go. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta wake up. Gotta get up. Just on some loudspeakers while I'm sleeping, and he's like, "It's time to get fucking ready. Time to make some music."
You and I
bitch."
have such different sleep schedules, though, because you're more nocturnal.
The thing is, I have a not nocturnal job. I'm in constant torturing pain. Constant excruciating pain. I just got so used to the nighttime schedule of go to bed at 6, 7 in the morning, wake up at like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I did that for years. So
I'm so set on my schedule for the most part. I mean, I've been staying up a lot later lately, but I think my schedule is pretty stuck.
I like society when everyone else is sleeping and it's a little bit more quiet and and I could get some
The
stuff
best time
done.
for me writing is when I'm running on like 2 brain cells at 2 in the morning. I write the most craziest stuff ever, dude. I like write the most insane stuff at that time.
Have you listened to our song
Yeah.
Reasonably Someday?
That was Tony. That was
I
Zoo.
think so.
It was a pretty normal
think so.
song until I had one of those nights, and then it turned into like a 6-minute. Is it like a 6-minute song? It's just about 6 minutes, I think.
It's a proper damn song, though.
It's got some emotional flow. It's
Emotional.
Hell yeah.
emotional flow.
Hell yeah.
You got about
You got what? Just about 5 minutes.
6 minutes and 15 seconds.
Looks like it.
You gotta
Already
start-
got
Looks like it. Fucking.
Gotta start recording those vocals, man. You gotta have enough
dude.
time.
It's such an in the moment thing, but I hope anyone will find this funny. But like, my coworker had a sty the other week, and he
Those
called
suck.
me over, and
Those
I'm
are
looking
terrible.
over some stuff, And as he's explaining what's going on, I'm like, I see. And I'm kind of walking away. He's like, really? Because I fucking don't. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, that shit almost put me on my knees. I'm like, bro, come on.
Those
Come
are
on,
good moments.
Come on.
Those are good moments.
It was hilarious. It was honestly fucking.
Man, I used to get styes all the time when we were kids. Like I'd get like a splinter stuck in my eyelid, and then it would just get infected, and I'm like, my eye is in so much pain right now. I don't like it was like multiple. I remember getting a few of them growing up, and I in my adult life, I don't hear of people. That's the first time I've heard the word sty, and I don't know, since I had a sty when I was a kid.
Is chickenpox even around anymore?
Yeah, I think it's just the thing is, God, I know the progression of chickenpox. What's the thing you get after chickenpox? What's the
Shingles,
the
right?
Shingles, yeah. Because I think I hear of shingles more now that we're adults, but I think most kids will get chickenpox, and then you'll have that. The thing is, chickenpox for some people is pretty deadly. I Shingles.
I've actually had shingles when I was like 19, which is so uncommon for someone that young. It was the second most painful thing I've ever been through.
I hear.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
I've seen people with shingles, and yeah, it doesn't look fun. I mean, it looks kind of like chickenpox, just bigger chickenpox, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's bigger chickenpox that are excruciating. And it's the shingles, because when you get chickenpox, you theoretically shouldn't get chickenpox again.
Theoretically, from what I understand.
Is that the same with shingles? Like, if you get shingles, you're not supposed to get shingles again, or are you more now you have more chance of getting shingles?
I couldn't tell you there.
I have no idea.
I really couldn't.
When you get it once, they say like the way it can like kill you is if it wraps around your body. I had it all on the back of my head when I got it, and it felt like termites were eating away at my head. It was so insane.
Bizarre feelings that you don't wish to have again.
I will never wish that upon my worst enemy. It was terrible.
No bueno.
No, Leonosaurus says you can.
You can get it again. That's nice to know.
Myth busted it.
That's comforting. You got about 3 minutes there, brother.
Really the only show that I really want to watch anymore is like Mythbusters or How It's Made. Like, I'm into some really fucking weird. I don't know.
You know what I've been rewatching? Adventure Time.
No way. Okay. Actually am not too surprised that you said that. I actually never watched that too much. Like, I watched it in passing, but I've never like followed the story. That's what I'm doing.
It starts getting.
There's like a way story in that show. Oh yeah, super deep.
The thing is I think they start off with like, it's like Scooby-Doo. You start off with normal adventures, and eventually when you start getting to those like newer Scooby-Doo, now you have a storyline in between episodes. They start doing that with Adventure Time, where it's just, they're 15-minute episodes, so it's like bite-sized little shows. But there's like, I think 12 seasons or something like that. I'm on season 9, and it's back in the day when you're watching on Cartoon Network, you're really only catching like bits and pieces and scattered like memories of it. So you'll see like a trippy episode. Like we were obsessed with Adventure Time back in the day.
Have you seen or heard of Midnight Gospel?
Mm-mm.
I think
so.
My gosh. I haven't heard of that.
You got 1 minute
Where
30,
can you
sir.
Watch this Midnight Gospel.
Let's see.
Anybody in the chat heard of Midnight Gospel? It looks like this is on Netflix. Zoo, I totally freaking recommend you watch it. Animated show. It's essentially an animated show where absolutely asinine and off the wall shit is happening throughout the show, but it's just an interview. And it's so deep and it's so...
What was it called again?
the Midnight Gospel.
Oh, wait, no, I know exactly what that is. Yes, no, I do know what it is because I remember when it first came out.
guy
Yes,
with-
absolutely. It's based on a podcast. I think it's literally taken from a podcast.
It's a podcast. It's interviews. It's
honestly
gets
the
really
old
deep.
version
That's all I'll
of
say, is it
a
gets
YouTube
really
video being
fucking
animated. That's what it reminds me of. I totally forgot about that shit.
God, I remember watching that.
When did that come
Yeah, I
out?
remember watching that.
2020.
Wow, it's been 6 years. Excuse me while I fucking puke.
Excuse me while I die of the old. 20 seconds, sir.
Let me have a midlife crisis real quick.
You got
Fuck.
13, 12, 11, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Absolute
3,
panic.
2, 1. Suffer and succotash.
Oh man, he put the hands up. That means he's officially done. I should have been more on top of this, but you know, there's that. We fucking got the air horns of completion, baby. LAKYE, how do you feel?
The corns of completion.
I feel pretty good. I mean, the first trials that I've done before the stream, I was a little stressed trying to see what I could do, but I don't know. Once I got into this and now I'm in the moment, I feel like it was a lot easier for me to try to figure out what I was going to do. So this one is kind of like, it's almost mid-tempo sounding. Like I did that 95, but now it has like a mid-tempo vibe to it, which it sounds really cool. Like might be something that I'll maybe save and look at it later.
Absolutely.
And see, that's the cool thing about these is like, as me and Zoo have gotten into these, most of the projects that we do for our time trials, like they're great fucking structures. Like these are all just great song starter ideas that we can get back into. I'm like, okay, like we have all of the ideas here. Like let's consolidate it and fucking finish it out. So like,
and we got it done in
it's
30
really cool
minutes.
just to be able to.
So it was not, there was no
Exactly.
time, there was not a huge time sink of like, oh, it was a cool idea. And then I just stared off into space for 8 hours. Sick. Nice.
No, like, we just wrote it in 30 minutes, and if it's not good, then we might not get back. But if it is, then we have so many great ideas that are just kind of stashed out.
Fun. Let's hear this back.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear it because I wasn't listening the entire time, so this is going to be like my fresh.
Yeah,
ears
you guys seem surprised with my song. It was very interesting because I'm like, yeah, they were talking for most of the time, and you guys are like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was for
fucking-
me, dude. I was trying to chime in on those conversations, but I was so locked in just trying to figure out what I was going to do.
You gotta be. You
Yeah,
gotta
dude.
be.
I mean,
It's
look
hard
at our
to
past
have
streams.
other
Like
shit.
anytime Zoo comments while I'm like making music, I
He's
don't even
locked the
fucking
fuck
reply.
in.
Exactly. We need to make a sound clip of that. Honestly, that needs to be on our soundboard.
That's our first T-shirt.
Because yeah, you don't even hear what's going in. You're just locked into your arrangement and your music. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Because it is really too much to think about. Even when you guys were talking about specific things, and I heard like the word "getter," I was just like, "Oh, it pulled me out of my fucking."
Oh.
I'm like I know
know.
that word. I get it, and I'm like, and suck
Yeah,
right
that's
back
how
in.
it was for
keyword.
me, dude. I was like that when you guys said shingles. I was like, wait, shingles? I know about shingles. I can tell. Let me tell you about some shingles.
Let's bring me back in here. Jesus. All right, LAKYE, let's go ahead and play that back. Let's see what we got in 30 minutes from the boy.
All right, let's run it.
Oh, you got your metronome on, brother.
Take that metronome.
Oh yeah. All right. Whoops.
You're good. You're good.
Mulligan.
All right.
We got you.
Spin
We
that
got
bag.
you.
Spin that bag. Bro, I'm so excited for this.
No, the build up is nice, man. The build up is nice. Damn.
God fucking damn, brother.
Yeah,
Holy
straight up.
fucking-
I don't remember hearing any of that except for the guy's voice. I don't remember hearing
Right?
any of that.
Holy shit.
That was wild. That was wild, dude.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was fucking sick, dude.
I think they came together pretty nicely.
Infinite air horn on that one. Dude, for
Can you-
30 minutes, that's so fucking sick.
Can you play that back from right before the drop happens? Can you
Right
Yeah, give us
before-
like
two
the
bars
the
before?
21. Yeah, that 21 build up. That 21
Yeah,
build up. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
All right.
Let's hear this back one more time. Spin that shit back.
You even had the record spin back too. The fucking he called that you were gonna say that in the future. The amount of layers that you got in there in 30 minutes is quite impressive, good sir. That's sick as fuck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, that like
Jeez.
just that one like heavy chomp sound, dude. I love using that, especially in that BPM range. Is so much fun because you can do so many like different varieties of like LFO rates and give it like a groove to it and stuff. And like another technique that I like to do a lot is I'll I'll go into a MIDI track and then I'll take the sample and I'll resample it, and then I'll like throw comb filters and stuff like that onto it, and then I'll put it into like a eighth rate, and it gives it this like crazy sound that in like groove and rhythm. Like right now, I'm in the process of doing a remix of a Getter song. Actually, Represent. He like gave out his Patreon samples to that, and so I'm like trying to remix that right now, and it has like a kind of a groove like that in a sense. It was super fun to write. I still got to finish it up, but yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, that's really all I got, man. I'm so glad I didn't hear a single bit of it. So I had this whole
I know
like,
it was
impact
total
when you played
fresh
it,
view.
dude.
I like caught
I mean,
glimpses
like,
of it.
Fuck.
We caught,
Hell
we
yeah,
caught
dude.
glimpses of it.
I mean, I don't know. That snuck up from under me. I'm fucking thoroughly impressed with that. That was so much fucking fun.
If
man.
I'm not
Holy
mistaken,
shit.
while the hype energy is in the room is the rooms in our rooms right now.
It's in the room.
It's in
the
it's
room.
in
In the room of the
it's
room?
in the royal room right now. It sounds like
Yeah.
you have a song that you were gonna peep out that isn't quite finished, and
So it is actually finished.
just not
We
released
are
yet.
going
Are we getting
Yes.
IDs in the live stream tonight?
that we are.
Oh
So
my
this
god, we get fucking IDs in the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, do you even get that? Okay, unreleased music in the stream. Let's go. All right, I'm sorry. Continue forward.
You heard it here
So-
first, folks.
This tune
Now and
that
in
I'm
the
gonna present is actually a song from your guys' last guest. So me and Trip Hazard made a collab together, and this one kind of came out of nowhere. It's a completely different style from what I've done. It was a lot of fun to write. I had a blast. I sent it over to. He watched me make the song. I asked him. I was like, "Hey, do you want to try it?" He tried it out. Loved writing it too, and it's one of those songs that it's catchy, and it's got a very like just what's the term I'm thinking of? It's beautiful in a sense, and it's like super pretty, and it's got emotion to it and stuff. It's probably been one of my favorite songs I've written in a long time. So let me pull that guy
Well,
up.
I don't want to try to sneak too much info out, but do we have a release date yet for this, or is this still officially, like, unofficially unannounced? You know, or what? Yeah, is it unannounced? Unofficially. Unannounced.
We haven't announced it just yet, but we're about to announce it here soon. So I will say, look
Just
into.
sounds like everyone should keep a lookout.
I'll give you a hint that look around, like keep your eyes out next month, and you might see something pop up.
Okay, keep our eyes out next month, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out. I promise you. Let's get a little sneak peek of what we got going on.
Let me
Let's
make
see what
sure
we
this
got
is
cracking here.
up. Let me make sure that you guys are good to go. I think the audio should just play out for you guys.
think
So let's go for it. This
Hit
one
it.
is called Erase by myself and Trip Hazard.
I don't even think I've heard this. Give me that fake out. Fuck! Jesus Christ.
God damn, dude, that second drop is fucking insane. that's funny shit. The Ben's got me.
God, Lee. Fucking those LFO, like the LFO rates that were switched around. Like, God, it sounded so fucking raw. That was sick. That was just fucking sick. Front to back. Fuck me up, bud.
It was fun as
Shout out
hell.
to LAKYE and Trip Hazard.
Be looking
My
out for
God.
Erase in about a month, because I'm definitely gonna be jamming out to that in my car with my giant
Yeah,
subs.
that's hitting the
for
fucking playlist,
sure.
man.
For fucking sure.
That is hitting
Hell
the
yeah.
fucking playlist. My God. I really don't have much to say besides that. I'm kind of, yeah, fucking. That was
the subs that you
that was
guys
it.
It's just like
the basses and the synths that you guys have in there is reminding me of the Rune song that Black Hole Era and Niz Beats came out with. Like this,
yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking
it's
about.
giving me the same kind of vibes, and I fucking love it, dude. I'm playing that song a lot in my car, so that song's gonna go right next to that song, and then I'm gonna be able to rage out for
It's-
like 8 minutes straight. It's gonna be sick.
I genuinely like. I pictured summer festivals. Is
Oh,
what
dude,
I
absolutely.
pictured with that song.
Absolutely.
Like that
It's
is the
it's
shit
the
that
like
that's just.
it's like the vocal progression, dude, that like the chops that I like ended up putting into it is what I love so much in the process, because I like took and went through like arcade and found like that's where the name Erase came from, because the word erase came from this arcade template that we like I grabbed, and then I resampled it and then chopped up the vocals like that and just made it to where it had like a catchy groove to it, to where it gave it its own like melody, and I loved it. I like was jamming with it, and then even like the sounds in like what I made the sound design in Serum, it was kind of by accident that I made some of those sounds. And what it was is that I was like trying to. I was bored one day. I was like, I'm gonna try to make a song that sounds like Trip Hazard. We try to challenge each other, see if we like we can make each other's music. And like I've always wanted to know how to make those sounds, and just weirdly enough, I like just stumbled upon like a happy accident of knowing how to do it. And I was like, okay, this is a lot
The
easier
old
than I thought it
happy
was.
accident.
It was crazy.
Old happy
The train
accident.
I'm on right now, other than Caravan Palace, is to figure out the snilk slash tipper like sine wave like water droplet, the water droplet.
Just a really very
The wet-
formanty saw.
The super
Very
like dude,
formanty
one of
saw.
Snilk's songs, like he prides himself. I don't know if he does it to be humorous or just because he wants to see how far he could take a synth and make it just sound like an absolute. Dude, some
When
of the
you
songs,
can get
it
the,
sounds like
like-
it's like literally just sounds like a person taking a shit for a second. You're like, how did you even make that sound without just recording that?
That and like when
It's
you can
kind of
get the
insane. It's kind of
yoys,
insane.
when you can get the yoys to talk to each other, a little call and response.
Oh, dude,
is
absolutely.
so fun, dude. So fucking fun.
Gentlemen, that's what we call the brown note, is what you're looking for.
That's what we call
I'm
the
on the
brown
quest for the
note.
brown note, and when I shit my pants, I have found it. I have found my way. I found my way straight to the bathroom.
Oh, God.
But that actually,
So, ladies,
that brings me to a. Let me transition. Let me go back to.
wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you transition?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Did
touch,
you?
I didn't touch nothing.
No?
I said the word transition.
I just want to pause for a second.
I don't have pause.
What I was. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna continue then.
I have hands.
What I was saying is like we've seen a debut, a sneak peek, as we'll call it, of LAKYE's next track, which is a collaboration with Trip Hazard. Would you be kind enough to show us either an unreleased song of yours or your latest track that you've put out, just to showcase your soul craft and its beauty by itself?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot heavier of one. I mean, it's very aggressive. It's one that I'm working on right
Fucking
now.
hit it with us. Yeah, fucking play, dude.
You can do
So-
one that's already released too. You don't have to show all your cards on our stream. But I'm
you're good.
I'm
I'm
super
not
down to
worried
hear
about
it. though.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. So this next one, this one's a lot heavier, and it's I just got bored one day and I wanted to make something a lot heavier. And what it was is that I'm a big,
Rip
I mean,
and tear. Oh dear.
yeah,
Look at that! Look at that waveform, Jesus Christ.
yeah. So I'm a big video gamer. Of course, we were talking about it, and like one of the games I do like a lot is Doom. I love that game, and it's
And you
very
can play it on
dark
literally
and
anything.
metal.
You can play it on
Yes.
literally anything.
And like the newer ones, the soundtrack's amazing. Like the composer Mick Gordon, he does like a very metal mix with like almost electronic music style to it. I love the soundtracks that he does. Like he's a brilliant artist. And like his influence and then the influence of just like playing the game, it's got a dark vibe to it in a sense. So like I kind of just started inspiring going off of that. A lot of my music I use like anime and video games as like my inspiration most of the time, or just hip hop in general. But this one is kind of where the influence came from is Doom. So
Fucking
I
rip and tear that shit, dude.
so I'll play the
Terry.
first drop because I'm still working on the second drop. So I'll stop about right there, and then
All right.
you guys can hear the
All
first
right,
part.
all right.
Are you guys ready?
Let's fucking hit it, dude. Rip and tear that shit.
All right.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure. All the wickedness that mankind can release.
It feels very Doom. It feels very Doom. Absolutely.
Fuck, dude.
Damn.
That's it. Go for it.
Jesus
You
Christ.
know what? Fantastic feels exactly like Doom. The first thought that came to my head, just now. I've been to your live shows multiple times, but have you ever seen that meme where it's just like when you're at the metal show and you see a dude that looks like this, and it's just this really proper, sweet-looking dude with like a button-up and a tie. It's like if you see that dude and he's the guitarist of the metal band, you're gonna die in the pit.
Funny that you bring that
that's
up.
you
It's
because
so
you're the
funny.
sweet. You're like, dude. Our whole group of individuals who have like expanded through time, and we all have kept in contact. Such sweet people, and I hear some of your guys' music. I'm like, dude, this is some intense fucking shit. It's fucking
It's so
amazing
funny.
to make that, and I'm like, total vibe shift, but it makes sense. It totally makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Go on.
It's
Sven.
funny that you bring up that meme because there's one that's like that, but it's for heavy music like this, and the picture. It says in the caption, it's like if you see this guy on the decks, you're dying in the pit, and it's just a picture of McLovin on it.
It's like you're not gonna expect it, but he's probably gonna be the dude who plays the heaviest shit you've ever done seen.
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh,
fuck
dude,
you
that's
up.
That's how it is. Like I was mentored by Perry Wayne for a little bit, and I like have met him personally, like from mentoring him, and like he's the sweetest dude I've ever met. Like so kind-hearted. And you go listen to his music, and it's like this. It's just intense, aggressive, and just violent. But then you meet him, he's the nicest guy in the world. Like just a huge sweetheart. And it's crazy to see that like people like that are just like the nicest people you can make, or like me, and then but with their music is just like it's so opposite of what you would expect.
Absolutely. Who's that? I don't know if this is true. I remember seeing a post a long time ago, the Facebook days of just believing a post back in 2010. The lead singer of Cannibal Corpse or whatever, the metal band, just he donates to charities and like volunteers his time all the time. Giant looking dude, scary kind of looking dude, but sings about rape and murder and all this shit in their songs, but just the sweetest guy in real life. Just the songs are terrible and dark. And if you go listen to Cannibal Corpse right now, prepare thyself.
You'll find out.
You'll find out.
I definitely know. I definitely know a Cannibal Corpse. There's that like one video of the security guards, and he's like going on stage talking about what the song's going to be about, and it's just something brutal. I can't remember what he says, and the security guards like look at each other, and they're like, "What the hell did he just say?"
And it's hard to tell with metal bands
or
heavy music. It's hard to tell with musicians sometimes because you'll get the people who are like super dedicated. Slipknot's a great example. Slipknot back in their like original days, they wore their masks and they took their position seriously, and it was really hard to tell if they were actually just weird or terrible dudes just from the words in their music and or how they treated people when they were in character. And some people just then you look at the metal bands. I don't know, I'm stuck on metal bands right now, but the metal bands in like Europe will actually live the lifestyle that like dark metal, where it's like people are actually hurting each other and killing each
the
other.
Norwegian black metal kind of music.
Exactly, where it's just like I think a lot of people are like, it's like a musical. Like when we're on stage, we're playing Alice Cooper. I'm gonna play the part. Ozzy Osbourne. I'm gonna play the part, and then I'm gonna get off stage and I'm gonna go be a British dude, and I'm gonna hang out with my kids and my wife.
Well, like. The biggest reason, like, a lot of the stuff that I have is, like, heavy is because back in the day, before I actually even started DJing, when I was a teenager, I was, like, 16 years old, I always wanted to be in, like, a metal band. And I actually used to be able to do, like, vocals and stuff like that, too. So I, like, tried that out, tried to see what I could do. I would go to shows, like, Parkway Drive, like Suicide Silence, stuff like that. I loved those guys when I was younger. I was that angst teenager back in the day, you know, like the emo kid. And I would go to these shows, and then I started like doing vocals. I tried learning how to play guitar and drums and things like that. And then it just wasn't cutting for me because like it's hard to get a band together. I mean,
it is.
Like, yeah, it's
the consistency.
So hard. So exactly, everyone being like-minded as you. So then when like I think it was like 2010, 2011 is when, you know, dubstep came around, and it had like the same feeling to me. But then I also loved hip hop. So like hip hop kind of was like, I tell people when you listen to heavy dubstep, it's like a mixture of hip hop with drum and bass and like a little bit of metal all in one. And it's like a perfect blend of all my favorite stuff into like one specific genre. And it just, after that, someone told me one day when I was in the car like pretending like I was DJing, and they're like, I could see you as a DJ. And for some reason, dude, I locked that in and just started being like, I'm gonna be a dubstep DJ.
I'm doing it.
Well, I have a second. I'm gonna transition to our focus view because we just talking.
Transition.
They can still hear us, but it's transitioning right now. You can't see us. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Specifically you. Hello, we're back. LAKYE, dude, thank you so much for sharing unreleased songs, attempting the 30-minute challenge, and absolutely fucking knocking it out of the park.
Absolutely
and
annihilating
being
that.
our
Please
second guest. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I will.
Delete Home Depot song input here.
You know what's funny? If I found out that I wasn't going to be able to write something, I was just going to do the same thing, but it was going to be the Monsters Inc. theme song and just play that out the whole time. And then there you go.
I can't even remember that theme song, so I probably would have heard it and been like, dude, this is dope. This is pretty dope.
This is fucking sick, bro.
This is pretty sick, dude.
This is a banger.
Funny.
No, but all of you watching at home, please go check out the link to LAKYE's music is in the description below. Again, I'm going to say please give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoy what we do here. If you have any ideas, drop those in the comments. And stay tuned for next week. We got Time Trials continuing with Za over there and myself. And if you are back here at about a month, I believe it's the last Friday of March. I can't remember. I think February and March are exactly the same in terms of days and days of the week. So I think it's the 25th of March. We're going to be having, I believe, Black Hole Era on here. So stay tuned for that.
Those are the boys.
The boys, man. The boys.
Gotta get the boys up on it. Gotta get the boys.
Gotta get the boys. I had fun. It felt nice to make some music, even though it's so hard trying something new, especially with the pressure, as I'm sure you felt today, I'm still kind of finding my groove in terms of trying something that's out of my comfort zone inside of a DAW, even though I've been working in it for 10 in a DAW for about 10 years. So it never gets easier to try something new. And there's always a pressure whether you're on stream or not. So if you're a music maker, just do it. Just do it.
Just fucking do it.
And if you
Absolutely
can't
do
accomplish as much as you'd like in 30 minutes, just keep doing it, and then eventually you'll get quicker. It's just hard to take that first step.
It's just
it
repetition.
really is. It really
repetition.
is. Practice makes permanent, not perfect. Practice makes permanent.
The biggest advice I would give anybody going into producing too that I've done that has helped me incline in like my production is use your friends as like get their feedback and have a mentor, have somebody that can like mentor you, be a mentee, because those people will help you through learning how to like mix and master, what you could do with structure, the whole nine yards. Because when I went through like a plateau of not knowing what to do next with my project, I, started leaning on other people and started finding like a mentor, which I have one of my own, and he is the reason that I've like gotten to where I'm at now as a producer. Just like when it comes to the production, the structuring, like what to use and everything, when it comes down to getting inside the DAW and trying to write something. Because I mean, you can only go so far when you're using that creative mind, but then when you get help from like your friends, your mentors, anyone, it really helps. And also, don't take constructive criticism personal, because those people are there to help you. If they tell you something is wrong, they're there to just help you so that they can make that sound better, and like I know a lot of people can't like they have a hard time understanding when someone tells them something's not good, because you put so much work into it. It's understandable, you will have some pride in it, but you got to tone down that pride a little bit, and you have to understand that there might be something you need to do a little bit better within the process of your song, and listen to them and try what they have in mind, because then you'll sit there and be like, wow, I never thought about doing it this way, this is so much better. Like, definitely take that constructive criticism, because as an artist, even for me, like personally, not trying to go too deep into my conversation on this, but I've been a graphic designer. I have my a degree in it and everything, and that's another big thing, is that I had to handle constructive criticism on what my graphics look like and things like that. So it was easy for me to transition to that with music, but with anybody who's just starting off trying to be artistic, that's one big thing that I would say is just like take the criticism of your music, because that is going to help you incline in the future and in your art.
I'll add on to that by saying just that's just the life advice of life, even unrelated to music. Find your people that can talk shit to you politely, and you are consistent enough with them and open enough with them over time that when they say something that isn't exactly what you wanted to hear, but it's what you needed to hear, and you realize that, whether that's music, that's life, whatever. I'm glad that I grew up around people who were inclined into music and sports, and I'll stand on my pedestal of education. I've taught people for 6 years, K through 12 and college. No matter what topic I'm teaching, whether it's music or life skills or dance, the light bulb moments that I love the most is when somebody is able to apply the tough lesson they just learned in the topic we're doing, and they realize that it has a way bigger meaning in life. Of like, I'm not only learning about the DAW that I'm working on. I'm not only learning about this, but when you collaborate with people and you can actually like be inspired through that, the project you're working on, no matter what it is, almost becomes minuscule in terms of like how fun it becomes to just like the project Alec and I are working on right now. I get to chill with my brother one day a week. Whether this vlogcast is successful in terms of the grander ideals of the world, I got to hang out with my brother and make music every week. Like that's I already won. You know, like, but you can't just get there. You can't get there, and I think that's what you're getting at. Surround yourself with people that don't find people who are just gonna shit on your stuff. For sure.
Right, yeah,
Don't do that.
just
But
talk shit randomly for
find
no
people who
reason.
are willing to collaborate with you. Absolutely. And that's the same thing with my band. The minute that I started working with my band, I started singing stuff I'd never sang before. I started playing stuff on the guitar I've never played before. And you surprise yourself with how quickly you learn something when your motivation isn't like challenged by the fact that like, oh, I got to do this. Like you don't even think about how motivated you are when you actually want to do something. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Find people who motivate you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's for me, I mean, anybody that is like, it's an open invitation on my side. If you are interested and you have any advice, I mean, for me personally, and I know you guys are the same way, if you want to ask us any sort of question, ask me a question regarding anything when it comes to writing, like I'm open to give you the best knowledge I can give you of with what I have. Like being able to help, because the thing is that it's not a competition at the end of the day, it's a collective. Like we're all collective, we're all here to try to do the same thing, so we all work together and try to help each other get to where we want to be in the industry,
Absolutely.
or anywhere in
And
music.
like it's very, I don't want to say subjective, but kind of subjective. It's like take your constructive criticism for the best fact that you can, but understand that as an artist, if you think something sounds good the way that it is, then it might be good the way that you think it sounds. And on the flip side of that, someone might do something one way to where you do it another way, but closely enough, the same thing is accomplished. So just being open to what other people are telling you and explaining to you, and if you can use that creatively, then awesome. Like you've taken advantage of the situation and you've grown as an artist. But if there's something that you're familiar with that works, then don't take that away from yourself.
Absolutely.
Grow off your own you know what I mean?
That's why I like our
it's
current
cool.
time trial outline, because it provides both of us an opportunity to explore different avenues. And like we were saying before, it's not a huge time sink. So it's not like I'm sitting here studying this specific Caravan Palace beat and like layering concept. But by doing this, it might actually motivate me to take more time to actually understand the intricacies and actually, instead of just jamming out to the songs that I like by Caravan Palace or another electro swing, I'm gonna sit there and like, okay, like what's the ingredients inside of here that I need to be focusing on, of like, why do I actually like this sound? How am I actually unpacking this, and how can I explain this to people? I'm liking this. This is some fun shit. It's so fun to have another person on, to have these conversations, because again, Alec and
Yeah.
I could talk all day about eventually to other people from the outside absolute nonsense, I'm sure, but it's cool to be bouncing all these ideas off people. And eventually I'd like to flesh out our Discord, so what you're talking about, hopefully we can facilitate some sort of collaboration, kind of what you're saying with Getter, people who are subscribed to a specific channel. Hey, if you like these packs that I'm using, like come download them if you're actually like a true member of my community. And eventually hopefully we flesh out a Discord and we have people like you, like Trip Hazard, and that we might not be able to, we might not give people a direct line, but people can make a plea to be like, hey, I liked LAKYE's stuff, and then we can actually have an avenue for getting people in touch with other people that might very well be a future um, co-musician on a track or something like that. It'd be dope. It'd be super fun.
Yeah, that sounds actually, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Oh,
That would be
everyone be
absolutely
going.
sick.
Everyone, Trip has a go. Good night, later, buddy.
It's going good night.
I'm sure we're not far behind you, dude. I think we all three had long days before as well. I can see,
we're
I can
all
see
slowly
Zaw's
getting
eyes.
there.
Zaw's eyes are
Yep.
just,
Yeah, I'm kicking it. I'm
You're
fucking
like,
kicking it. What are you talking
"Ew."
about?
dude.
What you mean?
I need some Qdoba after
No.
this and get some sleep.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun. I'm gonna figure something out. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what.
But let me do the quick wraps on just thanking you again, LAKYE, for being a part of episode 8 of season 2 for our second ever Time to Shine. It's been great to have, you know, two of my old school Stay Hazardous boys like on the fucking first start of the stream. We go way fucking back, so it's just cool to showcase this art. I'm so excited to have the homies on in the future. And like Zoo mentioned, make sure that you're sticking around for next week while me and Zoo go in for episode 9, the first week of March for our traditional time trials. Back to the OG
Still my
shit.
favorite
We
one.
honestly miss time trials.
I miss it a
We
lot,
used to
dude.
do it every week in season 1, and now we change
I'm
every week.
I'm fiending, man.
We miss every week of time trials. It's so much fun. So be sure to stick around. Once again, please, it helps us out so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's been in the chat. Once again, shout out to fucking LAKYE for that absolutely banging track. We have all of his information below in the chat. Please go check it all out. I think this has been Zaw, Zoo, and LAKYE. You guys are awesome. Peace.
Later.
Peace.